What's good? It was good. It was good. Hey, what's goody, party people? It is Takeoff Tuesday. Okay, come up in the room. Come up in the room. Come up in the room. Let me get Facebook together over here. Let me pin this comment. What's up, Instagram? We back at it. We up. Our feet is on the floor. We moving and shaking. We shaking and moving. It's Takeoff Tuesday. Listen, we got some things to take off today. All right. I thank y'all so much for joining me today. What we do here is, if you knew, okay, if you don't know what we've been doing, we get together and we listen to some motivational speakers that may come a way of pastors, speakers, teachers, leaders, different things. What I do is when I wake up, I don't go to someone specifically. My algorithm on my YouTube is set up to only show me motivational speakers. And I've encouraged you to do the same thing. And so when I get on to my YouTube, it gives me a whole list of people to listen to. And I just let them play. I just let them flow. And I say, Lord, which one is the one that I'm going to share with the people? So what we do is we share time together, about 20 or 30 minutes. I'll let you listen to it with me. We get some feedback and some encouraging words afterwards. And then after that, we finish up with positive affirmations. You already know how we do with positive affirmations. You cannot get through your day without affirming your power, okay? You have to affirm your power. So this one here, guys, is a really good one. I want y'all to stay in tune. Get your notebooks, because you need to write notes when you listening to these people. Good morning, everybody coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. When you listening to your motivational speakers, you need to have a pen and paper with you. That way you can definitely go ahead and go back to your notes and you can engage. Also, when you write notes, it actually puts it, more deeper into your mind so that you can understand it a little bit better when you go back to read it. Okay. So get your notebooks, get your phones, whatever you got to go ahead and get these notes in. And then, of course, we'll finish up with positive affirmations. You can always take mine. You can make yours or whatever you need to do. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started here. Remember to share this word out. Somebody definitely may need to hear this today. They may not know what we're doing here on every morning. Okay. So go ahead and share this out. All right. And today we're going to be listening to my girl, Sarah Jakes.
I've always found it fascinating that when Jesus is recruiting his disciples to join him in ministry, that he uses the phrase fishers of men. If you follow me, I will make you fishers of men. Of all of the different professions of the time, there was something unique about fishermen that he wanted the disciples to understand would be a framework for how they moved into discipleship. Them moving into discipleship would be very similar to how they were already functioning outside of purpose. That's one of the things that I love about God, and the way that he uses every experience that we've ever had is that he says, I'm going to take what you already know and I'm going to build upon it, but this time I'm going to use it for my purpose. I'm going to take what seemingly had no purpose and use it in a way that gives it your purpose multiplication, that gives your gifts and talents impact that it would not have otherwise possessed. Mm-hmm. This is the difference between us just living our lives and doing what we can to take our gifts and talents to the next level versus partnering with God and trusting that God can do with our gifts and talents that which we could have never done.
Come on.
God, if I can see limitless potential for who I am, I wonder what you see when you look at the gifts and talents that you gave me.
Yes.
Because your thoughts are not my thoughts, and my ways are not your ways. Mm-hmm. And so as far as you can see, we serve a God who says, I can still do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could ask for or imagine. And so he says to the disciples, I'm going to use what you know, but I'm going to put you somewhere where I take it, modify it, and multiply it.
Come on.
I love this because when I think about what it means to be a disciple, I recognize that it's not about titles. It's not about fame. He doesn't say, follow me and I'm going to make your name great, though with many of the disciples he does. He doesn't say, follow me and you're going to be popular and you're going to be likable, though that does happen for many of the disciples. It gives us insight that the ultimate goal of someone who is a disciple of Jesus is not even to be someone who regularly regularly attends church. The ultimate goal of a disciple is to be someone who masters the art of catching and gathering people who have not received the knowledge of who Jesus is and bringing them into a place where they are functioning at their optimal identity.
Come on.
That means a disciple doesn't need a microphone.
No.
A disciple doesn't need a platform. A disciple doesn't even need a perfect past. A disciple doesn't have to have done everything the right way. If you're looking at your life and thinking to yourself, I'm not eligible to be a disciple because of X, Y, and Z, then you have missed that the goal of being a disciple is whether or not you have the bait. The bait of God changed my life. The bait of the testimony of where you should be. Had it not been for God who stepped in and made a way out of no way. The greatest bait that anyone can use is the testimony of what God has done in their life. I know you want to decree. I know you want to speak in tongues. I know you want a church to endorse you. I know you want your mother to get on the same page. But if all you ever have is the testimony of who God is in your life, that is enough bait for you to become a disciple. You don't even have to have someone to lay hands on you. All you need to know is that God never took his hands off of me. I may not ever be able to say it the way Bishop Jake say it, but one thing I do know is God still gave me something to say. I don't know who you are in this room, but I hear God saying that it's time for you to unleash your tongue. Maybe you're not in this room, maybe you're watching online, but I hear God saying there's more power in your testimony than you think there is. That your testimony doesn't need an audience. Your testimony just needs one ear. I hear God saying that you could do more with one ear than one person can do with 1 million, because a person with 1 million may not have a testimony. They may have a cute song. They may have a nice body. They may have a gift and talent that eyes haven't seen. But unless they have a testimony, then they don't have any power. All of the power that God has assigned to your life is not in what you have achieved. It is not in your success. It is in the fact that God has allowed you the grace to overcome. It is in the fact that you ought to be dead somewhere. It is in the fact that you ought to be locked up. It's in the fact that you should have lost your mind. Listen, I know it's right. I know it. I don't even have to understand what's happening in this room. The sound is going out because there's going to be a sound that is released in this room. Isn't it ironic that the moment I say you need to unleash your sound, that the enemy starts messing with the sound? There's something connected to what's going to happen when you start tapping into a level of breakthrough. Jesus didn't have a microphone, Dallas. We could be here all night. You know I'm already the one for this kind of job. I'm trying to let somebody know that if one can chase 1,000 and two can chase 10,000, what can you do with the testimony that God gave you? What can you do with the fact that you survived hell and came out on the other side? What can you do with the gift of God that's down on the inside of you?
Let's go. Come on home. Bring that testimony on, y'all. Bring that testimony on, okay? Listen, we're going to talk about it. Hold on. She got some more. Hold on. Share this word out. Share it out.
It's going to break the chain. Your testimony is going to make the difference. And as long as the enemy can keep you silent, then your liberation is not the only one at risk, but the liberation of the nations connected to you are also at risk. And I don't know why God gave me this message unless I believe that it is time for someone to start moving into a space of being established in who they are, not in who they want to be, not in who they used to be, but in the full picture of who they are. Yes, I used to be that, and now I'm also this. Yes, I used to do that, but I'm also doing this, and I didn't have to betray who I was to step into who I was becoming, because God didn't require me to be anything other than who I am.
Yes, God.
And for some reason, I'm crazy enough to believe that He's going to make all things work together. Yes, the fact that I have a past is going to work for my future. Yes, the past that I was crazy is going to work for my destiny.
Let's go.
The fact that I almost blew my brains out is going to work because there's somebody who needs to understand that suicidal thoughts are not the end. There's someone who needs to understand that depression doesn't have the final say.
Where's your power?
But God, if you took me through it, do something with it. God, if you took me through it, I'm going to lay it down on the altar.
Yes, God.
And I'll only pick it back up.
Yes, God.
When you breathed on it in such a way that what was once a wound
Yes.
is now a weapon.
Yes. Come on, this the part right here, y'all. This the part right here, y'all. Listen to this part right here, y'all.
Now a weapon. Once kept me up all night. Now got me up all night. Because I got a book I got to write to help somebody that wasn't even in my notes.
Come on.
I feel like somebody got a wound that's on the way to turning into a weapon.
Come on.
Destruction. Everything that the enemy ever meant for evil.
Yes.
I want to destroy with
Destroy
the very
it.
wound.
Come on.
That should have took me out.
It should have took me out, but it didn't. It didn't take you out. It didn't take you out. Let's go.
That's the word for every wound in this room.
Listen. This is a good one, y'all.
You don't believe me? This ain't in my notes, so I don't know who you are. If you don't believe that wounds turn to weapons,
come on.
Let me tell you about a man named Jesus who was wounded for our transgressions. Then all of a sudden, those same wounds got put into a tomb, and they should have stayed in the tomb. They should have left him dead. They should have left him powerless, but he was raised with all power in his hand. The very hand that they nailed to the cross is now the hand that is leading you and guiding you.
Come on.
And if you want to let God's hand be on you, you might as well let him touch the wound.
Yes, Lord. Touch the wound. Touch the wounds. The wounds become weapons. Let's go. It's Takeoff Tuesday, y'all. Takeoff Tuesday, y'all. Woo! Come on, Sarah.
That wasn't in my notes.
Y'all listen, stay tuned. Listen. It's a great word.
But there must be some wounded people in this room.
Come on.
Who are right on the precipice of stepping out of the pain of the wound, and they can feel it in their body. Because the things that used to hurt don't quite hurt the way they used to. I used to be hurt when they walked away.
Yes, God.
I used to be hurt when they betrayed me. I used to be hurt when they talked about me. It used to be a wound, but now I understand in order to move in who God has called me to be, I may have to take a licking and keep on ticking. I may have to take a licking and keep on writing and keep on breathing and keep on producing and
keep pushing.
Praying.
Come on. Keep pushing. Listen, somebody need to hear this part right here. Somebody need to hear this part right here. Listen.
I believe God gave me this message because so many of us have been engaged in involuntary catch and release.
Okay. Listen, it's the part right
Only
here.
the fishermen know what this is. There are some types of recreational fishing where you go in and you can catch the fish. You can even take a picture with the fish. But you have to release the fish.
Come on.
When Jesus says, follow me and I will make you fishers of men.
Yes.
The intent is for them to catch and keep the fish. Not catch and release them.
Right.
And so Jesus has to spend time with them so they can master the art of catching and keeping.
Yes.
If we're honest, we're in this room. And outside of even catching and releasing people as disciples, we catch and release a word.
Yes, we do.
Caught the word. Life got hard. I released the word.
Yes.
I caught the good people. I caught the one who was the kind of person who I'd want to be mentored by, the kind of person who I'd want to have in my life. But I released them. It was involuntary. I wanted to keep them. I wish I had the character to do it. I wish I had the skill set to keep them. I wish I could have stayed in the job. I wish I could have stayed in the business. But for some reason, I don't have any problem catching. I just have a problem keeping.
Come on.
For some reason, God says to these fishermen, in order for you to really be effective, You can't just be someone who can catch an idea.
Right. This the part.
Who can catch a word. Who can attract people.
Come on.
You got to give them something that sustains them in such a way that you can also keep them.
Yes, God. Talk about it.
So as I was studying this message, I started to dissect this scripture, this chapter of Ephesians 6, because I recognize that the Apostle Paul is on a mission to make sure that what he started in Ephesus can be maintained. Because he recognizes that they caught something.
Yes.
And if you don't nurture what you caught, you're going to lose it. If you don't nurture what you caught, you're going to lose it. You have to understand that I wasn't just in the room. I didn't just get a word that made me feel good for a minute. I caught something. And because I caught it and I want to keep it, I have to make sure that I have an environment that can keep the very thing that I caught. And that may mean that I need help. And I may need tools because I've never caught something like this before. There's somebody in this room and you have caught something that no one in your family has ever caught. You've caught a revelation about what is possible. You've caught a revelation about what can happen in your community. You didn't just stumble into that. I hear God saying, I put you in a position where you could catch it. I put you in a position. That's why you had to be in that family, so that you could catch that level of work ethic. That's why you had to be in that family, so that you could catch that level of hunger. I put you in that family so that you could catch it and then be hungry to do something.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for the ups, for the downs. Thank you, Lord. Come on.
Paul is writing this letter from a prison to a baby church that with any little bit of division, with any little bit of fear, could easily abort the very thing that they caught.
Yes, yes, yes.
Tonight, my assignment is very simple. Tonight, my assignment is to help you dissect the steps and the tools according to this text and how you catch and keep.
Yes, catch and keep.
What God's doing in your life. Come on, this is Bible study. I studied this text. And honestly, I'm like, God, anybody who's gone to church for a little bit has heard this text. I don't see why it bears any relevance to where we are now. But I heard God tell me very clearly that there is an establishing that is taking place. And in this establishing, that there are people who are going to be afraid that when God establishes them, that they may not be able to stay in the place where they have been established.
Come on. I hope you heard that.
And so they're afraid to step out.
Come on.
They're afraid to trust the opportunity. They're afraid to trust the revelation because they're afraid that if I trust it and I can't keep it, then I'm going to be embarrassed. But I'm here to prophesy to you tonight that God would not just allow you to catch something that he has no intention of helping you to keep. God says, if I put you in a position to catch it, I'm going to make sure that you also have the tools, the connections, the mentorship to make sure that you also keep it. I don't know who you are, but I hear God saying, you need to start thinking on the level of what you caught. You need to start thinking on the level of who you need to be. Oh God, I wish I could say this the way I hear it in my head, but I hear God saying that when you catch it, it does feel bigger than you. When you catch it, it does feel like you're in over your head. And I hear God saying that's okay, because I'm also going to make sure that you start thinking on the level of what you caught. I'm going to make sure that you start acting and communicating on the level of what you caught. And you may not have it right now, but if you caught it, the catching of it is evidence that I'm going to help you keep it. God, if you let me catch it, God, I'm trusting that you're also, oh God, that's my word. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to say that this is my word, because God's been throwing so many things in my direction, and I've been looking at me and I've been looking at it, and I'm like, God, I don't want to step into it, because if I step into it and fall, then maybe I won't be able to keep it. And I hear God saying that I will uphold your foot with my right hand, that if you order your steps, I'm going to take them. So I'm going to let somebody praise God off of my word, because maybe if you're in this room, it's your word too, and I would hate for that word to pass you by. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds to catch that word. How do you catch that word? You say, God, that was for me. God, I thank you that you're speaking to my doubt. I thank you that you're speaking to my fear. I thank you that you're giving me confidence for this next level.
Come on, thank you, Lord. I caught it. 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 Did you catch it? I hope you caught that. I hope you caught that. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. If y'all missed any of that part of what we listened to, that was Sarah Jakes. Listen, go back, watch the replay. All right. We're going to discuss a little bit. I got 3 pages of notes. I don't know about y'all. I got 3 pages of notes. Okay. That was so motivated and it was so much confirmation in that. It was so much confirmation. So the first thing that I wrote down was, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. Okay. You got to get deep down into that word to understand what that means. All right. What that means. Follow me and I will make you fishers of men. Okay. That means that we gather together just like this morning here. We gather here together because we are like-minded. We are looking for more. We are looking for what God is intending for us. Yes. Prayers up for Steve. You already know, sis. I got the prayers for Steve. All right. And he going to be all right. God got him. Okay. Listen, but what you got to do is you got to remain in the place that God put you at. That's just what she was talking about. God put you in a place on purpose. He put you there, but guess what? He give you the tools. He give you the plan. He give you the money. He give you the sanity, all of that. It's just that we got to recognize what we have. We got to recognize where God put us at. We got to recognize what God wants us to be. Okay. And so that's what I love of that. We are fishers of men. We gather here. I come here every morning, just because I know that it's somebody out there. It might be 1 person, 2 people. I don't do it for the numbers, okay? I do it for the word. I do it for the connection. So many of you guys been reaching out to me and you have no idea. You know, this week it's just started. It's Tuesday. And I'm like, yesterday was a lot for me. Yesterday was a lot. But so many people didn't even know what I was going through. And it was, girl, I love that. I need that. I need positive affirmations. And I love that God puts us together when we need one another. We don't even know that we need one another. And he puts us together. He put us in a room together. If I can see limitless talents, God, I wonder what you could see for me. And that was so much confirmation for me because, listen, you know, as of yesterday, I told you got to big yourself up. You got to make sure that you bigging yourself up and making sure that you strong out here, okay? Let it be known what God put in on you. But if you think that highly of yourself, how do you think God thinks of you? God thinks so highly of you. He chose you. He chose you for this assignment. You got to accept that assignment at all times, no matter how hard it get, no matter how much you want to break down, no matter how much you want to cry, no matter how much you want to ask God, why me? I told y'all, stop asking God, why me? And say, thank you, Lord, for choosing me. You are the chosen one. It's you that he chose. It's you that he chose to drag through that situation. You know why? Because it's somebody on the other side of that door that need to hear your story. It's somebody on the other side of that door that need to know how to make it. It's somebody on the other side of that door that say, God, listen, send somebody my way. Let them tell me how to be. Okay? So that's why he put you through this situation. All right? But if you think so highly of yourself, just think of the goodness of how much God thinks of you. He loved you. He knew that you be the one. You are the chosen one, okay? It says here, I'm going to use what you know, but I'm going to modify it. I'm going to use what you know. So at this point right now, you know so much. Think about 10 years ago of what you didn't know. Think about 20 years ago of what you didn't know. So what he's saying is he's going to use what you know right now. He's going to modify it. He's going to magnify it. He's going to change it. So we need to embrace transformation. We always want to stay the same. We want things to stay the same. We scared of change. No, we got to change that narrative. You got to be looking forward to change. Oh, that book is over? Okay, now let's get the next book. What's the next assignment, Lord? Because I'm always on assignment for you. Okay, he's going to use what you know right now. He's going to modify it. He's going to magnify it and he's going to change it. It's time for us to embrace it, y'all. It's time for us to embrace it, y'all. We're not meant to stay the same. We're not meant to just stay in one place all the time. He wants us shaking and moving at all times, piping hot, never lukewarm. What does water do when it's sitting, when it's simmering? It's cooling off. If your faith is cooling off, listen, you got to turn that heat up. Get back into what God told you to do. And the only way that you're going to do that is to tap in. Okay? You got to tap in. You can't be listening to the outside noise. It's okay to listen to other people, but at the end of the day, you got to take time with God and say, all right, God, this is your plan. I didn't even know what I was going to say up here today. I had, just a trying time yesterday. And I'm so glad that God got me up here smiling and glowing and just feeding the people as I can. Okay? I'm so glad. God is so good. Okay? Let's see. A disciple is what you are. You are a disciple. I am a disciple. A lot of times we let people, tell us what we are. But listen, you are a disciple because you preaching to somebody. You are a fisher. You are a fisher of men. Okay? That's gathering people. You don't need a mic. You don't need a platform. You don't even need a big following. Okay? I tell you, I do this. One person up here, no people up here. Somebody gonna catch this word. All right? But I need you to recognize who you are. You are a disciple. Your testimony is what needs to be heard out here. Your testimony is CPR to somebody else's life. What you've been through is going to help the next person collapse decades into days. Okay? So we can't keep gloating and falling back. And this is for me. When y'all know when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me. Okay? This is for me as well. We can't keep dwelling on what happened to us. We can't keep going back to, oh man, I went through this and I went through that and I went through that. You went through that so you could tell the next person, listen, I could tell you how to get out of that. Sis, I could tell you how to get out of depression. Sis, I could tell you how to get out of that domestic violence. Sis, I could tell you how to get out of poverty. Bro, I could tell you how to beat that. Bro, I could tell you how to build an empire. Bro, I could teach you how to love a woman. Okay? You went through that so that the next person ain't got to go through it. But what we got to do is we got to embrace change. When I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me. Okay? We got to leave the past where it's at. But we got to use that past as a stepping stool to the next chapter. Yes, it happened to you. Yes, it broke you down. It was meant to break you down so that only God could lift you back up. Only God can pick up those pieces and put them back together for you. Nobody, no man on earth could make you back whole. Only God. And that's why he's allowing it to break you. You know that saying, I'll bend, but I won't break. You need to break. You need to break. Some things just need to be broken. And we got to embrace that. We can't keep going back and saying, well, my childhood wasn't good, or dang, my marriage wasn't good, my relationship, my kids ain't no good to me, my siblings ain't no good to me. Listen, Linda. Listen, this is what he wants you to do. That was the purpose of that. So that you can help somebody else get through it. You still here. It's Takeoff Tuesday, y'all. It's time for y'all to take off that extra baggage. Time to take off that extra stress. Anything that's hindering you today, I give you permission to take it off. Take it off, even if it's just for an hour. Take that heavy load off. Them kids bothering you, your job bothering you. I need you to take it off. It's Takeoff Tuesday today. Okay? This is what you got to do. All right. So I also wrote down, God never took his hands off of me. God never took his hands off of me, and I'm so thankful. God never takes his hands off of you. It don't matter what you going through. It don't matter how it look. It don't matter what you see out there. God don't never take his hands off of you. You are on assignment. You are on a mission. You are not here by accident. You are here on purpose. The people that walk through your life is walking through your life on purpose. The things that you experience, this is all written already. You can't walk through this life scared. Oh, I'm not going to do that because I might fail. I might not do that because I might fall. Guess what? The fall might be where the reward is at. The fall might be where the reward is at. You got to stop being scared to step out on faith. This is what God teaches us. This is what God want to test you on. When you feel that fear, you're supposed to say, Daddy God, okay, I'm walking. I'm walking. You can show me when I get there. I'm walking. But we got to stop moving in fear. My daughter told me last night, let me tell y'all, talk to your kids. Because sometimes the healing come from your kids. Talk to your kids. My daughter told me, she said, Ma, you are so wonderful. She said, you don't even know how powerful you are. And to hear that come from your kid, okay? I got my fan over here, y'all, because I said I wasn't going to drop no more tears. I wasn't going to drop no more tears, all right? But just to hear my child tell me, you wonderful, Ma. When you feel stuck, don't worry about it. Just call on God. It's because of who you becoming. It's not who you are right now. It's because who you are becoming. We are forever changing. We are forever transforming. But as long as you speak that word, as long as you speak your testimony, as long as you let it be known that I beat this. God helped me beat this. God pulled me through this. Guess what? Somebody listening. And 9 times out of 10, it's your kids. So I appreciate my daughter. I'm telling you, you got to talk to your kids because that's where the healing is at. That's who hear you the most. Whoever you in the household with or your friends or anything like that, you got to talk to them. Because that's who's going to fill you up when you empty. Yeah, your cup going to run dry sometimes. I got a lot of people that be in my DM like, listen. I need you to know. And what I tell them, I need you to get on your knees. I can't refill your cup. I can only tell you what the goodness of God has done. When I get on my knees and I say, God, I can't take it no more. I need some extra strength. I need some extra power. I can't fill your cup. Only God can fill your cup. So on this Takeoff Tuesday, I want you to remember, you ain't got to carry around that heavy baggage. You ain't got to do it. Take it off. God gave you permission to take it off. When you need to know the next step, listen, you go to the master of the plan. When you following a blueprint, what do? You go to the person that made the blueprint. When you got a problem with what you building there, you say, wait a minute, let me see these instructions here. Because these, something ain't click. That's what I need you to do. It need to be on habit. It need to be on sight. Soon as you recognize those negativity coming into your life, and them negative words and them negative feelings and stuff like that, listen, I need you to automatically, God, come on. I need the next step. I need the next move. I need to know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't keep saying, oh, okay, this is what happened to me and getting stuck in that. You need the next move. All right? Okay. No testimony, no power. If you ain't speaking your testimony, we all been through something. We all go through something. But what you went through is for the next person to realize, hey, I could get through that too. Like I said, any problem, just sound it out. That's what you got to do. You got to make sure that you let your testimony be heard. Somebody else need to hear that. Sometimes that somebody is you. That you need to know what you've been through, what you came through, what God pulled you through so that you could get to the next step. Speak your testimony, all right? Speak it. It's Takeoff Tuesday, y'all. Let me see some hearts. If you taking off that baggage, if you taking off that stress, if you taking off the things that's hurting you, let me see some hearts, okay? Give me some hearts. Send me some love, all right? Because it's Takeoff Tuesday. I give you permission. God give you permission. Take it off. Take it off, all right? Your testimony is going to break the chains. Listen, you went through it so somebody else ain't got to go through it. You know certain things so you could teach somebody else. Listen, you doing the long way. You going the long way. Let me show you how to do this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you how to do this real quick. Your testimony is going to break the chains, whether that's inside your home or outside the home. We all go through a lot of things in life, but it's on purpose. It's for God's time. God meant for you to go through this. He equipped you for it. He gave you the tools. He give you the wisdom. He give you the insight. You just got to be the one to use it. A lot of us got the tools right in front of us. But instead of using them, we disregard them. And we looking for help from outside. We looking for help from somewhere else. Listen, God said, no, I didn't tell you to do that. Go back to the blueprint. Go back to the blueprint. And I'm not saying it's always about, just being stuck in the Bible and things like that. I know my Bible, but listen, I tap in deeper. I go straight to my daddy God, okay? The Bible gives me confirmation. God gives me the revelation. I will sit in silence. I will sit in silence and let God talk to me. So if you feeling any kind of way this morning, that's what I definitely recommend for you to do. Sit in silence. Let God talk to you. Sit and journal. Write out the things that's bothering you. Write out the things that you want to see, okay? Do them positive affirmations, all right? Now, this one was deep, y'all. This one I might need my fan child. Because when she said this, I said, whoa. She said, what was once a wound is now a weapon. So many of us are so hurt by life, me included. I'm going to keep saying, when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me. I see y'all comments, see y'all name, but the only face I see there is mine. So no, I'm not talking at you. I'm only talking with you, okay? She said, what was once a wound is now a weapon. That was so powerful to me because we have so many wounds that we just allow to keep opening up. We allow the wound just to keep on bleeding. We keep picking at the scab and keep opening it back up and keep saying, Lord, it hurt. Lord God, take the pain away. But why you keep picking at it? What was once a wound is now a weapon. So what I do with my wounds, I share my testimony because it gives me healing, just like it gives somebody else healing. Somebody was in my DM yesterday. They said, yo, I was about to give up. I was about to give up. Then I came across your video and I started doing positive affirmations. It might sound cliche, y'all. I be like, it be blowing my mind because I be like, I'm just trying to heal too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to heal too. But it did something to me because it made me know God got me here on purpose. All of those wounds that I had are not wounds anymore. They're now weapons. They're weapons to help the next person to stop picking that scab. Let it heal over. Let it go. Or use it for good. Tell somebody what you went through and how you got through it. Let them know how you, what I would do is, if I was in your shoes or when I was in your shoes, this is how I did it. What was once a wound is now a weapon. Take your power back. Stop letting these wounds affect your everyday. Stop letting these wounds take over your mind. Stop letting these wounds take over your mood. Okay? When you control your emotions, you control your day. If you start your day emotional, or if you let the emotion set in midday, guess how your rest of your day gonna go? According to that emotion. What was once a wound is now a weapon. Pick them up. Pick them up. Okay? But that was so powerful because then she followed up and said, what once had me up at night got me up all night. You ever been up just worrying and worrying and worrying and worrying and you like, oh Lord and Lord, instead of just getting a peaceful night's sleep? Yeah. But now the up all night is different. It ain't that crying stuff. It's that, oh, I gotta help somebody. Oh, I got to use this wound as a weapon. I got to tell them it's light at the end of the tunnel. I got to tell them that it's goodness and God's graces, okay? What was once a wound is now a weapon. Pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Okay? Think on the level of what you caught, okay? Whatever you caught, don't release it. We got to learn how to keep it. The goodness of it. So just like within those wounds, some goodness came out of it. Sometimes those wounds saved our lives. You got to think of that. Sometimes people, go through things and, maybe they had a baby. They ain't think that, they should have a baby. And then now the baby is the blessing. You got what you caught. Okay? Let's get into these positive affirmations. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, y'all. I see y'all. All right, let's get into these morning positive affirmations. Now, one thing about the positive affirmations, I need y'all to do me one big favor, okay? When you do these positive affirmations, I need y'all to hold on one second. Once y'all do these positive affirmations, I need y'all to be strong. I need y'all to confirm and be confident in it, okay? I don't need y'all to be doing positive affirmations and just be like, yes, I'm strong, I'm this, I'm that. I need you to be the believer. I need you to be your biggest fan. Because what I said earlier, God, if I see, wait, hold on. Let me get it right. If I could see the limitless talents on me, I wonder what you could see, God. Because you keep putting me in these places. You keep putting me on big things, man. You keep getting all these things coming my way. Man, you must really know that I could do this. You must really have made me for this. Okay? And that's how I need you to think of yourself. I need you to think highly in favor of yourself, okay? So when we do these positive affirmations, I need you to stand up tall. I need you to get that attitude on, all right? I know I got some fellas up in here, but listen, get your swag on, you know what I'm saying? Brush it off, I need you to get up in it, okay? Because this ain't for nobody else. This is for you. You got to believe this. The fight is between you and your mind. The fight ain't between you and nobody outside of your mind. This is what God already instilled in you. It's just you not believing in you. You got to believe that you've been made for this. When problems come and problems arise, you got to be like, okay, God, I was made for this. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, word. Oh, word. You brought another one here. Okay, this is Daddy God testing me. All right. This is Daddy God testing me. Watch how I pass this. Because once you pass that test, guess what? Take it off. It's Take Off Tuesday, y'all. Take Off Tuesday, y'all. Let's get into it. So if you don't have no positive affirmations, feel free to take any of mine. Okay? I usually write my affirmations as I'm listening to the motivational speakers or in my quiet time with God. I write down my positive affirmations. But my first one was, I am not my past. You are not your past. And that's what you got to realize. Your past is your past. It's meant for you to use that as a stepping stone. What was once a wound is now a weapon. I am not my past. I am who I am becoming. I am who I am becoming. Because we are always becoming. We have to embrace change. A lot of times, like I said, we don't want to change. We don't want to look forward to. We want things to stay the same. God ain't make us like that. He made us ever changing. It's time to embrace that. Who you was 10 years ago is not who you are today. You could think in the mind of a 15-year-old, and when you was 15, oh, I want a nice job, I want a husband, I want a wife, or whatever, I want a white picket fence, and da-da-da. You don't want that today? Well, some of y'all might want it today. But you know what I'm saying. It's a lot different from when you was 15 years old. We were made to keep changing. That's why God keep putting you through stuff. That's why God keep dragging you, because he want to show you how strong you are. He going to drag you through them problems. It's going to hurt. You going to cry. But all he wants you to do is cry for him. Cry Jesus. Okay? It's so much power in the word Jesus, in the name of Jesus. This is why he doing it. He wants you to change. I might bend, but I might break. You need to break. I am who I am becoming. You're always becoming. Okay? I am wounded, but it is not the end. Okay? It's not the end. It's okay to have scars. Scars. Somebody asked me the other day how I get this scar. I got this scar when I was like 3 years old. I got bit by a dog. Go figure. The devil been trying to take me out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He been trying to say, at 3 years old, I got bit by a dog. His mouth was just like this, here and here. Could have took me straight on out. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize, listen, you might got scars, you might got wounds, but it's not the end. This is your stepping stone to the next testimony. Now a dog can't get near none of my kids. Okay? That's what I got up out of that. All right? Can't come near my kids. I don't care. We don't even have a dog. You know what I'm saying? The wounds, what was once wounds, is now weapons. Love this one. I am protected by God. Okay? I am protected by God. When you have fear, when you are unsure, you got to remind yourself, listen, I am a child of God. I'm protected by God. I don't walk with fear. That's not how he made me. He didn't put no fear in me. I walk by faith and not by sight. I keep walking. God tell me what I'm going to see when I get there. I ain't got to know before I get there. All I know is that you walking with me. You walking with me. I am protected by God. I am blessed and highly favored. Okay? Y'all already know that. I need y'all to believe it though. Because a lot of y'all walking through this thing like y'all not blessed and highly favored. Y'all walking into these job interviews. Oh, I hope they hire me. Listen, I walk in there and I say, I know I got the job. You know why? Because God wouldn't have let me here if it weren't for me. Even if you don't get the job, you're there to get some type of message. It's Take Off Tuesday, y'all. Somebody taking on. You hear that? It's Take Off Tuesday. Take off them insecurities. Take off them negative words people put on your back. You are not what people say you are. Somebody else taking off. Take Off Tuesday. Take it off. Take off any of that negativity that people put on you. People talk about you. They talked about Jesus. So all you got to do is call his name. Jesus. They talking again. Show them that I'm your daughter. Come on, God. Show them that I'm blessed and highly favored. Use that testimony to say, listen, I was there before. I ain't there no more. I'm changing. I'm transformed. Okay? I like this one. Y'all know you got to big yourself up. I am the chosen one. I am the chosen one. I need you to believe it. This ain't for nobody else. You ain't telling nobody else that. You know, when I get off of live every day, my kids tell me, I heard you praising God, Ma. I heard you in there praising God. Okay? You know, this ain't for nobody else. But guess what? If God wants them to hear, he gonna let them hear. I am the chosen one. So as you walk through your day today, remind yourself that you are the chosen one. God put you here for a reason. God put you here for a purpose. This all was written. Whether it's good, bad, or ugly, it's gonna get better. You are the chosen one. I am not broken. Okay? I am not broken. I am whole. Remember yesterday's lesson, what I told you. Whenever you think of a negative thought, you know, like a lot of people like, goodness gracious, I've been through so much and da-da-da-da. Soon as those negative thoughts, I need you to replace it with a positive one. I am not broken. I am whole. Okay? Double affirmation. All right? I am on assignment. The more you remind yourself that, listen, this thing called life is not for you. You are on assignment for God. He put you here to save some lives, to save some souls, to talk about the goodness of his glory and his grace. This thing called life ain't for you. You learn this stuff so that you can bring up the next person. You can bring up the next generation. Listen, you are the ancestors at this point. Okay? What you teaching your community? What you teaching the kids that's under you? What you teaching your peers? You are the ancestors at this point. You are the leaders at this point, okay? I am on a mission. I ain't doing this for clout. I ain't doing this for nothing. I'm on a mission. I want to connect with like-minded people and let you know, listen, we could do this together, okay? I want to let you know that you can make it. Anything that you're going through, you can overcome that. Find a lesson in that. Find a gem in that. What is a gem covered in? It's covered in soot and blackness and just dirt and all kind of stuff. You got to dig through that thing to get to the gem. So when you going through things and you going through heartache and you going through hard times, yeah, it's okay to cry. But I need you to cry out Jesus. I need you to cry out God. I need you to cry it out. Then I need you to get up and say, I am the chosen one. I know why you did this, God. Because couldn't nobody else do it like me. Okay? I am a mother. Remind yourself of the focus. Because your kids is your first ministry. Your household is your first ministry. We be looking outside and looking out here and looking out. We be forgetting what's going on in the kids' room. I am a mother. Keep reminding yourself of that. I am here on purpose. Remind yourself of that. I'm here on purpose. You ain't here by accident. At any time, God could say, lights out, game over. It's done. Battery dead. You know, but you still here. What you doing with your time? It's Take Off Tuesday. Take off all that negativity. Take off all the stuff that's holding your plane down. That's not allowing you to come off that runway. Because you got something good in you. God done instilled so much goodness in you. You just don't know how to use it. You just don't know what to do with it. And that's only because you ain't tapped in. You got to be tapped in. And don't get me wrong. Sometimes you're going to get confused. Sometimes you're going to lose your way. But I want you to be able to get back on track and say, God, I'm here. God, listen, what you need me to do at this point? What you need me to tell your people? I'm here for you, God. I'm on assignment. I'm on a mission. Let's go. That's what I need you to do. Okay? As we bring this to a close. Okay? As we bring this to a close. It's one that I want y'all to always say. Okay? It's two I want y'all to always say. Boy, people is taking off. Go ahead. People is taking off. It's Take Off Tuesday. Need you to take off, all right? There's two that I want you to say. First of all, I am a queen, and I'll be treated as such. Need y'all to say that all the time. My fellas, I am a king, and I'll be treated as such. Why? Because God made you in royalty. God, you are a child of his kingdom. You are clothed in royalty. I need you to remind yourself, come on, I am a queen and I'll be treated as such. I am a king And I'll be treated as such. Everybody ain't going to tell you that. So I need you to tell yourself that at all times. And if all else fails, I want you to always remember, I am winning. You woke up this morning. You got purpose on your heart. You got the tools. You got the ability. God done instilled everything in you. It don't matter where you at right now. Some kind of way you serving a purpose. It's Takeoff Tuesday. Give yourself permission to love yourself. Take off anything that's hindering you. That's blocking you from completing God's assignment. Take it off. Take it off. Because you are royalty. You are made for this. You are a queen. You are a king. I need you to remind yourself of this all the time. I am the chosen one. I am here on purpose. I need y'all to spit these off like y'all spit off negative words. Somebody say something. Oh, I know that's a lie. I'm a chosen one. They be looking at you crazy. They're going to look at you crazy now. They're going to look at you crazy. But it's all good. Let them look. Because it's not for them. It's not for them. It's for who God sent you to help. Sometimes God sent you to help you. Now catch that one. I love y'all. If y'all missed any of this, go ahead and watch the replay. Share it with somebody. You know what I'm saying? We all need to, listen, we like-minded people. We attract to each other because we need each other. You here on purpose. Ain't no mistake about it. All right? Ain't no mistake about it. Have a great day on purpose. I'll meet y'all back here tomorrow. Y'all listen to the replay. I love y'all.